I know you all were waiting for Nana Adjoa to do some dance moves. You see, I'm not the only one who can dance. So Nana Adjoa cannot dance to save her life. To Nana Adjoa, you can dance.
I'm not a dancer.
Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
And it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Doreen.
You're welcome. And I said this conversation is more for women. Should I say women? And then young ones who are now, starting the journey of womanhood. So today the conversation is going to be exciting. So please do well to send us messages via our WhatsApp number 055
157 5757.
And also join us live on Facebook and YouTube as well. And let's all have this conversation together. So we're starting first off. Should I call it menstrual hygiene?
Women's health.
Women's health.
Yes.
Okay, now you have an app, but first of all, what birthed this app?
A need.
Okay.
What birthed the app is a series of various events. So it started with me. I was diagnosed with fibroids when I was in law school. I'm a lawyer, did I mention?
Yeah, she's also a lawyer.
So I was diagnosed with fibroids, uterine fibroids.
Right.
And this was in my late 20s.
Wow.
And then, but the thing is, I had been using period trackers made by the Global West for a while, but I didn't know what fibroids were. And at the time when I was diagnosed, I thought it was akin to like having a tumor or a cancer. But when I did the research, I realized that 1 in 4 Black women have fibroids.
Right.
So I wasn't special or dying, I was just a Black person. And the apps that existed were not catering to my needs or my demographic. Okay. And then when I was pregnant, I also realized that the apps that I was using, to track the pregnancy, track kind of the food you need to eat to help you to keep your baby strong and yourself strong, they were telling me to eat foods that were not available in my corner market, in my local market.
Right.
So it told me that these apps are not thinking of people who live like me, who look like me, or who are in my situation. That is African and Black women. And so I thought, what if an app existed that would educate me, but in a culture and in a context that I, as an African woman, understand and can relate with. And so we got to talking, me and the rest of the team, and we said, maybe we should just build an app like that, that would provide menstrual health and women's health, really generally education, but rooted in African culture.
Wow.
So that's what birthed the app.
Ooh, interesting. And I'm sure a lot of women have these trackers on their phones, on their laptops, and they track it. I don't know how it works for you. I've tried some. Sometimes it works. Sometimes the day passes. Sometimes it's like you're not sure of what is going on there. But we manage it because we just feel like. So do you think most of these trackers that we probably see, because they are not made in Ghana or in Africa, it doesn't tend to favor as well?
To an extent, yes. I mean, when it comes to predicting your cycle, that isn't necessarily demographic specific. But when it comes to the wellness and health tips that you receive in the app, it's not thinking about you, not necessarily in a negative way. It's just you're not their target market.
Right.
So they are not going to pains to tell you what the things in your environment can affect in your own health.
Okay.
So they are not, they're not going to give you wellness tips that will make any difference for you. Okay. For example, I only found out very recently that if you drink Sobolo, it can ease menstrual cramps. But this is not education I'll receive using any of these other apps because Sobolo isn't native to them.
Yes.
It's what we drink. We drink it everywhere, weddings, birthdays.
Everywhere.
Not realizing that the science behind it actually also aids menstrual health.
Okay.
And so those apps are fine, but because they don't speak to our context, they do not give us the education and the support to navigate our women's health and our menstrual health properly and adequately.
Okay. So you started building the app. Is it already existent? So
yes.
You're okay?
It exists, the Poker Health app. It's on app stores, on what's the other one called?
Yeah.
Market,
yes.
Android and iPhone, whatever. It's available for both, yeah.
Okay.
Poker Health app.
All right.
You can download it now and check it out.
Okay, so I'm sure my producer will probably post it up. But so on this app, what do we have on it?
So for now, like I know you said menstrual hygiene, and I said let's call it women's health.
Okay.
But technically, the app in its current iteration is a period tracker.
Okay.
So you can track your period on there. You can track whatever symptoms you're experiencing during your period, because there's a whole spectrum of symptoms that you experience during your period. And then you can also read articles curated by the team. We have a medical doctor who's specialized in women's reproductive health.
Wow.
So we are creating these articles, but centering them in our context as African women. Right. So you can read about that. And then we also have a shop in the app or you can buy sustainable period products. Okay. We're trying to ease African women, Ghanaian women into using alternative products that are better for your pocket, for your body, and for the environment. So most people use pads. We are pushing tampons, we are pushing menstrual cups, menstrual discs, but also even pads made from organic material like banana or from pawpaws. All these exist, and they are better for your body and for the environment. So
there are pads that are done from what?
Bananas and pawpaws, yes.
Pawpaws?
Yes.
How?
I can't tell you the process.
Something like that before? Okay, wow.
But the banana one is made in Ghana.
It's made in Ghana?
Yeah, in Tamale.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the pawpaw ones too are
the pawpaw ones that I've used are not made in Ghana, made in India. Okay. But I'm sure that once banana is possible, Ghanaians can do pawpaw as well.
Very, very important. Okay. Now, you were speaking of some products. You spoke about tampons. I don't know if some of you know what they are, but if you could just let us know what they are, and then the cups as well.
Yes, so the tampon is an insertion product. So, I know some people are groaning when I said insertion. So normally we use a pad, and so you wait for the blood to come all the way from your uterus down through the vaginal canal into the pad. What the tampon does is you insert it into the vaginal canal, and then it catches the blood before it leaves the vaginal canal. So it's like made of cotton material. Usually it's like a stick, but made of cotton, so it's soft. You put it in your vagina, and then it catches the blood while it's in there. Right. And after whatever number of hours you normally flow for, you take it, you dispose of it, and you can put another one up there. So you can go through your period without ever even soiling yourself or having blood exit from your vaginal canal. The cup works in a similar way, but the cup is made of silicone, so it collects the blood. Okay. You take it out and you pour the blood out, wash the cup, and then put it back in.
Woo. And I'm sure most of you are hearing it for the first time because, this conversation is very important because a lot of people use pads. Yeah. And, sometimes the pads is very uncomfortable. The moment you soil yourself, you become very uncomfortable, and it's like your day could easily mess up. Exactly. So that's why she's mentioned the tampons and then the cup as well. I've never heard about the cups. I've heard about the tampons, but I'm scared to use it because sometimes I feel like when you use it and you lose the rope, that's it. Yeah, it's stuck for life. So I still use the pads anyway. Right. So this is an opportunity for me to. So the cups, are they being sold in Ghana too? So
yes, we have partnered with third-party vendors, and so there's a vendor on the Poker Market that sells cups. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yes, that sells cups. So there you go. That's the tampon in the middle.
So this is the pad. That's the tampon in the middle, and that's the cup.
Yes.
Hey, but isn't it scary?
It's made of silicone, so it folds.
Okay.
Yes.
It folds.
You fold it, and when you slip it in, you can release it.
Okay.
And it closes around your cervix, just at the entrance to your uterus. Yes. And all the blood will just collect in there. And when you're ready, you stick your finger back in, and you fold it again. Okay. Pull it out gently with a stick. Okay. Rinse it, and then fold it and put it back in.
Wow. And how long can it stay there for?
So it depends on the day for you. So for me, for example, on day 2, there's a lot of bleeding. So I may need to change it maybe within 4 to 6 hours. All right. But on a third, fourth day, it can go 8 to 12 hours without having to worry about being on my period. Wow. So you can be on your period without being on your period in a sense.
Yes. And you can swim with this. You can swim do whatever you want.
Even with the tampon, you can swim with it, but the cup is foolproof. I swam with a cup in many times. I love to swim. Yeah.
Wow. So for those of you who love to swim, you still want to go about your daily life as though like nothing is happening. Now, these are some of the products you can use. And as she said, when you go on the app, you can get some of these products to buy. I think that it would be a good opportunity for us to all try it. Because trust me, it is very uncomfortable when you wear pads and it's so soaked up and you're somewhere in town and you don't know what to do about it. But these, it will definitely be a lifesaver. Yes. So this is what you have on the app. And just for the benefit of those who are currently here, maybe you might want to pick up your phone so that you go and check the app out. So what's the name of the app?
Poker Health, P-O-K-A Health.
P-O-K-A
Health.
Health. So Poker Health app.
Yes.
Okay, so go online right now, pick up your phone, just go and check out Poker Health app. Yes, Poker Health app. Just go and check it out right now and then get to see some of the things in there and learn a thing or two. It is a Ghanaian owned, and for us, we are praying and hoping that some of these things will come out from our Ghanaian side, so it can all benefit some of us, because as she said, most of these apps that we see, it's usually outside. It's not, it doesn't benefit we the black people, because you go and they're asking you what to eat and what not to eat, and you go and see they've written black peas, and you and I know you have your kegari that you have to eat, or you have some fufu that you have to eat. How do you compromise with that, and how do you work with that? So I think that it will go a long way. So subsequently with the app, are you hoping that maybe you will help us with the kind of meals to eat, eat some of these things?
Glad you're asking, yes. So even currently, there's something called cycle syncing.
Okay.
Where, there are 4 phases of your menstrual cycle, and at different phases, your body is going through different things, and that affects your mental health, it affects your productivity, and even your physical health. Okay. And so we are trying to help people who use our app to best know which part of the phase that they are in, and what they can do in that phase to increase their productivity. Okay. So we do have suggestions in there on what food in this phase that you're in. If today is, let's say, cycle day 3 for you, we'll say, okay, so you're on the 3rd day of your period. Here are the foods that you can eat to help you feel this way. Here's some exercise you can do. Here is what you need to do at work to either maximize productivity or to make the best of your lowered productivity because you're on your period. Yeah. So the food is absolutely in there, and we're doing even further. We're providing recipes and things like that in the app.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask, this is quite an interest. I know you said you're a lawyer.
Yes.
And then you also have this you do on the side. How are you able to juggle these two and still live a normal life? And you're a mother as well.
Yes.
How do how do you do all this?
I have 2 daughters, Nshoma and Kanya.
2 daughters, yes.
How do I do it? Every time somebody asks me this question, the answer is really simple. I partner the right people.
Right.
In every aspect of my life, partner the right people, because I cannot, although I like to multitask, if I was carrying the burden of everything on my own, I would burn out. So partner the right people when it comes to partnering the right husband, partnering the right business partners to help me carry the burdens in motherhood and in working, so that I'm able to achieve the best at, no matter what stage I'm in, there's some support in every aspect. Right. So partnerships.
Very, very important. So with this app, how many are you? You were a co-founder, but
yes,
how many
I have 4 other co-founders, 4 Ghanaian women.
Okay, so they are all Ghanaians. So you see, we all have to support Ghanaian stuff. And in doing all of this, it looks like you have a first project coming up.
Yes, yes, we do. So in trying to push for people to hear about the app, so we think we've built a really brilliant thing, but people don't know about it. So we are starting a campaign where we are doing a pop-up wellness booth to get people to interact with the things that we are doing in our app. Okay. So tracking periods, testing these period products, asking their questions, answering them, and just generally bringing them into an understanding of of POCA and the future that we're trying to build.
Right.
So we have a wellness booth coming up. We're starting at Academic City on September 9th. Okay. We've partnered with the SRC at Academic City to set up a booth for an event that they're having. Okay. But I'm sure everyone is welcome to come, check it out, interact with the app, interact with any questions you might have about what the app does, why it exists, what you can get from it, and stand a chance to win some, some goodies as well.
Yes. Okay, so I think now, I think we just need a few details about the app. So if you can go into the ins and outs of it, what's on the app, how can we use it and all that? Okay,
so you download the app.
Okay.
You put in, any woman who has used a tracker like this before will know what to expect. But I'll assume that, let's say you've never used a tracker before.
Exactly.
So you download the app. The app is going to ask you, what do you want to use this app for? So although we have answers like track a pregnancy, try to conceive, or track my period, really it's a period tracker for now. Okay. So for now, you can only track your period. So you say, I want to track my period. Then it'll ask you, when was the date of your last period? Right. So which means that when was day 5 or day 7, depending on the length of your last period. So you put that date in. Then it will ask you the length of your usual period. So for me, I have a 5-day period. Okay. Some people have 3-day periods or 7-day periods.
4.
Or 4, 10. Some people have 10-day periods. So you put that period in, and then it will ask you what's your average cycle length, which means when your period ends today, how long until your next period comes? Average is 28 days. Some people have up to 32. So you can put any number, but at least how you can change it. Okay. You put that in, and the app sets you up. So the minute you put that last figure in, and then your name and your age and where you live, it will open up to your homepage and says, maybe, welcome, Doreen. This is day 7 of your cycle. Okay. You are in this phase. And when you click on the phase, so it's either luteal, follicular, ovulation, or menstruation. Okay. If you click on it, it will give you some information, describe to you what this phase means, what it means for you, what food you should be eating, what exercise you can do, what it means for your sex life, and then what your productivity will be like on this phase. Okay. You can then go on to the calendar to see specifically the dates, track some symptoms. There are various symptoms. How heavy is your flow? How's your discharge looking like? Are you in pain? What is your digestive situation looking like? Have you had sex today? Was it protected? Was it unprotected? Things like that. Wow. And then we go on to the content that I was telling you about. You open our Poker library and you see all the articles that we've written, the paid and unpaid. Right. So there are free articles that you can access that we are curating, but we also have some that are subscription only. So if you subscribe on the app, you're able to access these further researched articles that tell you more about your menstrual health, that answer your questions and things like that. Okay. And then you can go on to our community. So we have a community in the app where you can chat, ask questions. We have over almost 400 African women around the world in the community at the moment. And there's big, vibrant conversations that are going on periodically. People are asking about their periods, their ovulation, what products to use, how to use a product. Even relationships sometimes are coming up in the chat. And then finally, there's the Poker Market, where you click on the market and you see the list of all our products. You can see our pads, tampons, cups, and you can just click to buy one of them, and it will be delivered to you.
All right. So I think I'll take the part where you said saw the research and all that. So, for instance, if I go on the app today and I want to probably share an experience or something to also aid some or help somebody, how, am I allowed to do it? How can I actually write something to also add up to whatever is
beyond the chat?
Yes, yes. Beyond
Say
the chat.
You wanted to provide your experience.
Maybe experience. I want to tell somebody that maybe this and this happened. When I did this, this happened and all that. Am I allowed
we're taking all those kinds of personalized things. So actually, our first paid article is a personal essay by one of the women in our community about masturbation.
Okay.
So we take personal essays like that. So you could simply just reach out to any of us, maybe either email info@PokerApp or DM us on Instagram or on TikTok. We're on TikTok. So you can DM us and tell us, here's my experience and I would love to share it, and we'll come up with something with you.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us, this is Changes, and my guest today is Adjoa. She's the co-founder of the Poker app, yes, and it's something that a lot of women, should I say all women need, because we need to track our menstrual cycle. Most of us don't know. A lot of people don't know, and it's like because we don't know, sometimes you tend to be all confused. You are there now, it comes and you're like, oh, I didn't know. You didn't prepare for it. But if you have the tracker, you can definitely set a timer and all that so that it can aid you to, be ready when it comes. I don't know if you are, since I have ladies here, hey, it's not ladies, so I have a gentleman who wants to ask a question, and I like, okay, so you can go ahead and ask the question. Okay.
So I have 2 questions, but the first one sound funny. With the cup, it looks like a female condom. Can we use female condom to with the cup? Anyway, let me ask the second question. You said with the cup we can pour the blood out and wash it and put it back, and you said we can put it on whilst maybe swimming or something. So my question is, if blood in the cup can be poured out and placed in your vagina and you can be swim with it, my question is, don't you think that the blood could also flow back into your vagina while swimming?
Okay, so I'll start with the first question, which was, can we use female condoms to collect blood? Please do not. It's not designed for that. The medical grade of the silicone is designed to collect blood. Female condoms is designed to stop sperms from entering the cervix. So let's use one thing for what it's meant for.
Exactly.
With respect to blood flowing back, there's a suction. So with a cup, for example, it's a suction. So think of like a tunnel, and you stick something and it's like suction to the walls of the tunnel. The blood flows and stays inside. It's not going to pour back inside you. That's not the way it works. So it will stay in the cup.
It will stay in the cup and nothing will happen.
Yes, you're fine.
You're fine with that? Oh, you can't use it. It's for only women. Okay, my lady, you have a question too?
Yeah, the question I want to ask is still about the cup.
Okay.
And then talking about infections and stuff.
Infections,
I think
okay.
it's healthy for us to take it out and wash it and put it back.
Yeah, so that's a very good question. And that's an important thing that we always speak about when we are discussing using cups. So you have to sterilize your cup after every use. Sterilize. So, and you don't put the cup in, you put it in with clean hands. So you always go in, you wash your hands first, and then you sterilize the cup. What I do is I boil mine in boiling water because water at 100 degrees is the safest. It kills most germs.
Yes.
So I boil my cup. So wash your hands, boil, fold, put it in. Take it out. You can wash it with clean water. Preferably not tap water, but I mean, that's what we have. So clean tap water.
Okay.
And then you put it in. But after your cycle ends, sterilize it again before your next use. So it's always about the sterilization and cleaning of your hands. So you're not introducing any germs into your vaginal canal.
Okay.
What should actually be my budget when buying?
You mean how much it costs to buy the cup?
So in our market, I'm trying to remember, but I think it's just about for 2. So you can buy, it comes in sizes as well. And you have to think about your age. Have you had carried a pregnancy to term before? Because that affects your pelvic floor.
Right.
So it comes in sizes. And I think there's a double one for about 275 cedis.
Okay.
Bearing in mind that this can last you years. I got my cup 3 years ago. I'm still using it. Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Oh, another gentleman wants to ask a question. Okay.
All right. So I have a simple question. Okay. During your introduction, you did say that about the poker app. You did say the apps that the females have been using in Africa, most of them are from the Western side or the Europeans, and you said yours is based for the Africans and Ghanaians. So is it just for Ghana, the poker app? Is it just for Ghana, or are you going to go wider into the African countries?
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier on, we have over 400 engaged African women. Most of them are from Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya. So it's an app for African women who live everywhere. We have users in Canada, we have users in the UK, in the US. As long as you fall in our demographic. We even have somebody in Japan recently started chatting on the group, so we know that they also are using our app. Once you are in our demographic, you're a Black or African woman, wherever you live, the app is for you.
Okay. All right. Any more questions? Okay, so I have one that came to me. So, you know, sometimes some people's periods are not like
regular.
It's not regular. So maybe the fear of it disappointing, it might not come. Like, how do you handle that?
So we also have, like I said, about the research. Sometimes your irregular periods could be as a result of the condition you have, but you don't know about. Okay. It could be, I don't know, endometriosis, it could be PCOS, it could be anything. And a lot of us, Ghanaians, African women, we don't go to the gynecologist.
Yes.
Until you're pregnant.
Yes.
So your first time you go to the gynecologist is because you're having a baby.
Okay.
So a lot of us don't even check the state of our fertility, our our reproduction and everything. So what the app can do is, let's say if we find that you're irregular over a period, it can tell you, this could be what is happening. Do you want to get checked?
Okay.
And then direct you to where you can get checked. So yeah.
All right. So still on menstrual health, hygiene and everything. I know most of you have sent some questions or you've sent some messages. Shala will be joining me soon to actually read some of your comments on WhatsApp and social media. But if you're just joining us here on Joy Prime on Changes, then of course we are having an interesting conversation on menstrual hygiene. I mean, there's an app that you and I can actually download on our phones. It's actually called the Poker app or Poker Health app. Just download it and you get to see everything that you want to know about menstrual hygiene. That's how you track your next period. That's how you track some of the products you can use for yourself. There's everything on there that you should be inquisitive. You should be curious. Once you go on the app, just click on everything you see and read about it. I know some of us don't like reading, but read. When you read, you get to educate yourself. And if you have questions on the app, there's a chat side where you could actually go and, chat them up and they will definitely give you answers. And I'm glad you said there's a doctor amongst you who also gives answers to some of these questions that will be asked on the app. So it is very important. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, just go pick up your phone right now and download the Poker Health app right now. Just download it and then, trust me, you're good to go. So yes, I have my baby girl looking all dapper coming through because we have some questions from most of you. I know that you all have questions to ask, and we also have answers for you. Hi, Shola.
Hi.
How are you? Girl, you look so beautiful.
Oh, stop it.
You look beautiful,
Every day,
girl.
when I stand here, I tell you, it's only one person. No, it's only one person.
You see it.
Abora_Sika_. Listen, it is not a ready-to-wear outfit. If you like it, you just go, you take your measurements, you sew it so you look pink, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Just like how I'm looking.
Girl, you look dapper.
I'm following your footsteps.
Oh, thank you
The glow
so much.
is evident.
Thank
Anyways,
you.
when it comes to this type of women conversation, I think is one that people do not really have insight on.
Yes.
People think that you're a woman, you just menstruate and you're okay. That's all. You don't know. Sometimes there are complications with it. There's even days that you may happen to menstruate 2 times in the month, and it's very regular. But I will shock you that there are some young people who do not know this. So I'm happy whenever we talk about menstrual health and all of that. But social media has, there's a specific comment that I want us to look at before we let her go. This one says that, please, I want to ask, doesn't the menstrual cups cause long-term side effects since they are made of silicone? And also, my personal question, I'm like, how does the cup fit? And also, is it comfortable? Because 2 things I've not tried is the cup, the menstrual cup, and then, what's the other one?
The tampon?
The tampons.
Yes.
I'm afraid to use a tampon.
Me too.
I feel if it gets there, it may get stuck.
Thank
I may
you.
not find
I have the same mentality.
So that's why I haven't tried the cup.
Yes.
And I haven't tried the tampons because I feel the cup, there's a big possibility that I may feel uneasy.
You may shake or something.
Yeah, I'm like, when I feel something. And then the tampon, because I'm afraid that, what if the blood soaks it so much that the rope gets in there?
Right.
And then the person wants to know, doesn't the menstrual cup cause long-term side effects? Does it have side effects?
Not as far as I know. I have not come across any research that says that the silicone is going to be having long-term side effects on bodies.
Right.
If there's a research, I'm going to find out eventually. But for as far as we've been doing this work and I've been using cups, there isn't any research that I've come across is to show that there's any cause to worry when it comes to using menstrual cups. No.
Right.
Okay. All right.
But is it uneasy? That's why I asked.
So I'll let you in on a little secret.
Right.
My period came last night.
Oh.
So as I sit here, I'm wearing a cup.
Okay. Ooh. I like it's the period. And you're able to cross.
Everything is fine.
Do you feel?
No.
Do you have to take a mental note to forget it is there?
100% zero. So I'm actually wearing a menstrual disc. There are grades to the cup.
They're great
There are
to
grades.
it.
There's a cup, there's a disc.
The disc, I personally think is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Right.
Okay.
But I think maybe the cup is more popular relatively.
Yes.
So when people hear disc, they're a bit like, but the disc is like almost as if it's a cup, but it fits in like a tampon.
Okay.
So you close it in and you push it up. So there's no suction.
Right.
It just goes up and it sits at the entrance to your uterus. And it's like there's nothing. And I can have it in for 8 hours and not worry.
8 hours?
Yeah. I left home, 10-ish? And I've been out of the house for over 3 hours and I don't have to worry about anything.
Now
Do you know you can swim with it?
Yes. Yes.
So we can finally swim when...
We can swim.
Oh, because one time I went to the pool and...
When you get to the beach now,
And you know when I got there in like 5 minutes, it had come. I was like, why did you pick this day to come? Why? So if this was there, I could have probably
just stuck
swim.
it in and
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But are they reusable?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you can reuse
So
them.
you buy it and you sterilize after using all that. You keep it when it's time. You take it back.
Yeah.
Then you can use it. She said she's had hers for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very reusable.
Miss Avio, has your mind been changed?
I'm still
working on Doreen.
I'm still trying.
That's the disc.
Okay, so this is the disc. So guys, this is the disc and this is the cup. Wow. I like the innovation that is coming lately because we are so used to the pads.
Yeah.
And trust me, when you use the pads, you can be very uncomfortable sometimes with the pads because once it solves your outfit, you're
That's
done.
the thing, yeah.
So I guess this will be the advantages of using these ones because then you don't have to solve yourself and you don't have to worry about that. So there you go. That's the disc and that's the cup. Yes, Shala, you're feeling...
We will get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. This one says, please, good afternoon. I want to ask about the app. What if you don't have the average number of your cycle because the app is requiring that before you log in properly? So I want to know if there's no other alternatives when it comes to that. Right. So the person wants to know if there are other alternatives.
Okay, so I was saying that the average for, I guess the average woman is 28 days.
Right.
So if you can't be sure, you can put in 28. And then subsequently, once you're in the app, you can go to your profile and change it as and when. When I started, I was a 28-day, and it changed to 29 after a while. So I went in, go to your profile, and just change the number of days. So that's not a barrier at all.
Okay, all
Right.
right.
Now, this one says that also, hi, Doreen, I love this conversation. It's so insightful. Please ask the guest if the cap goes inside, doesn't it cause any harm to your insides? Well, she's just explained that it doesn't.
Well, like you're free.
You're fine.
Right. And this says also, does the app have any advice for users if you have irregular periods due to some reasons like being on medication or delay? You know, when you're on, I've heard so many times that when you are on after morning pills,
It
changes the cycle. So it may move from the regular, and sometimes it may even menstruate twice.
Yes.
And it's normal.
That's normal. So because of this, the cycle is not a monthly thing. It's a 28-day or 32-day cycle.
Right.
So sometimes if we have a long month, let's say, I don't know, what's a long month? October. And you have your period on the 1st to the 5th. The 28th day might fall inside October again.
October.
It doesn't mean you've menstruated twice. It's your normal cycle.
Okay.
It just happens to have fallen within a month.
Right.
So that's fine. And to her question, we do have articles curated to answer these questions. And as we are building it, we're relatively newish. We've been in business for about a year and some.
Right.
So as we continue to build it, we're inputting things where you can say, oh, I'm on this pill, or I've taken this, and then we'll be able to advise you on why that is affecting your cycle.
I mean, hopefully it gets there, because I was using this app. I won't mention their name because they have not paid me to give them advertisements. But, I mean, I used to use the app, and one thing I loved about the app is that I was a curious young girl who didn't know a lot. But then on the app, it had a secret section where you could ask anything, like exploring from sex, what to do as a young person and what not. And I think it really helped me with when it comes to girlhood and what you have to do. So I think I would love, like you said, for the app to get to a point where we can have very secret conversations like
that
this.
exists.
Yeah.
It's there. And even a doctor.
I mean, there's a doctor
There's a doctor
on there.
who actually even helps answer all your questions.
And I hope it's free.
The chat at the moment is free.
Okay.
But we're intending to make it subscribed.
Elevate,
Yeah,
so that
the
we can
elevate.
pay
version.
someone.
Yes.
I mean,
Hey, how do you want them to chop?
I mean, something small, it never killed anybody.
Yes.
This one says, good afternoon. Please, can a 14-year-old also use the cup or the tampon? Akpe. This is Edem from Edem Adepa. She wants to know if a 14-year-old can use it.
Yes, they can use tampons. They have sizes.
Okay.
So for a 14-year-old, maybe you won't use a large. You get
Won't
a
break
small.
the hymen?
No. It's very, you can have a very small
Yeah,
ones,
there are small sizes. You're fine to use that at any age.
Right.
Okay, all right. Oh, interesting. More questions?
This one just came to say, It's shockam.
It's shockam.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy about it. And they have something coming up.
Ooh.
So maybe, yes, we are having the conversation. You want to join the conversation. You've probably heard about the app. You've downloaded it. But this time, they're actually going to be there. It's not just she and some of her team members. And that day, I would like to go.
I will be there with you.
Yes. It's at, you said at Shongma, right?
Academic City at Shongma,
Okay,
yes, the
Academic
university.
City. And actually, on that day, when you go, all the questions you're asking us and more, when you ask them, they'll actually give you the answers for it. And then also, they also teach you how to use some of these products like you're asking right now. You're still not sure. You can go and you open the app, and then they will also help you. But now, are you looking at taking this app to maybe rural areas, maybe places like, the underprivileged people? There are some people, they are not too sure, and especially and the northern aspects or all that.
Right.
We've heard people say they use, sometimes they leaves, they use rags and all that. Right. So how do you plan on taking
the app?
Yeah, the app to that side.
So we actually have a non-profit arm, the Poker Foundation.
All right.
So that is what we use to do these kinds of outreaches.
Okay.
We've done a lot of part donations and outreaches, education in the past.
Okay.
We've currently been in the Greater Accra region with secondary school students, but the intention with more resources is to be able to go further out and teach these people what to use for their periods, teach them about their periods, give them the products that they can use, reusable pads. I don't know, reusable pads, guys.
Okay.
But yeah, so just give them all these options. So for the rural, we are mainly using our non-profit arm to go into those corners.
Okay. So it's not just for us here, it's for everybody. So yes, I'm happy about it. Maybe when we're done, please go and download the app, pokerhealthapp.com. Just go and download it. And as I say, explore, read. Ghana for read, explore. Be curious, kakra. And then just add that one, kakra. And then also check your cycle so that when you're there hanging out with friends, you don't say that, Abba, don't do that. It's not nice at all.
Yeah.
A lady doesn't do that. Don't do that. When you know, you get ready for it. And then when it comes, you see how, smooth your day goes. Don't be like some people. So yeah, I think this will go a long way to help a lot of people. So go and download the app now and also be at Ashongman Academic City. That's when the date again?
9th September.
9th of September is a Tuesday. So please go there. Yes, when you get there, just look for the program. I know there are a lot of activities that day, but when you go and find them, you find them definitely. And they'll give you all the answers you need with regards to the app. Shala, do you want to add anything?
With everything that has been said, I'm an advocate for young girls exploring and getting to know themselves. And please, as you said, please download the app. It's very important. Me, I'm going to download.
Right
Joanne,
now.
if you're at the back there, start downloading for me. So, yes, I'm an advocate for how women should take care of themselves. And I mean, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we are hoping to see... Oh, there's another question? Oh, my lady, let's do that quickly and then... Okay.
Madam, please, as you are wearing it right now, when you want to renew, how will you remove it? And then, how do you...
So this question, we get it all the time. Did you know that you don't urinate from the same place you menstruate from?
Yes.
So there's no interference at all. Your urethra is not where your menstrual blood comes from.
Okay.
So even with the tampon, you can pee with it in, with the cup in. You don't have to worry.
All right. So there you go. Your question answered? Yeah. All right. So the men, go and teach your ladies, okay? When you go and tell them to download the app, okay? All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for also being part of this conversation, especially your messages, your questions. We really appreciate it. And this is what the show is for, changes. And yes, we make sure we change the narrative for you. Whatever you know, you think you know, we actually open it bigger so that you can be part of the conversation. Thank you so much, Adjoa. Do you know she's a lawyer too?
Girl, what don't you do?
Many things.
She speaks like a doctor, but she's a lawyer.
Let's talk in the back.
You will talk at the back. Thank you so much.